Welcome back to Crypto 618, and in this video we are going to review EVERPRINTER. But before we get started, if you would like to see more of this content, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. Let's get started. So EVERPRINTER has just come out, and it's a new coin, a new token on the Binance Smart Chain. We'll just read what it's got here. EVERPRINTER is a high dividend rewarding token on the Binance Smart Chain, backed by an experienced team and solid code. Look no further and start printing USDT rewards for yourself. So we've got a buy on PancakeSwap, Telegram, and a white paper. I have looked at the white paper. It is a little bit short. There's not many pages in, about 3 pages. It's all about passive income, and it pays in USDT. You don't actually have to stake it or anything like that. They've got staking coming, and they've got another link to buy on PancakeSwap. They have a dashboard so you can have a look at your earnings. Again, buy, join Telegram, live charts on DEX tools. They've got a link to the contract and Twitter, and again their white paper. Now the way the actual transactions are broken down is a 16% tax, 9% of that is paid out in USDT rewards, 5% for marketing, and 2% for liquidity. So if we scroll down a bit further, then we have another link to Telegram. So it's very short information. There's no team there, no Discord. So yeah, there's a lot of sort of missing information. There's no roadmap into what they're going to develop. So yeah, this is not so great. They don't really have too much information, very light on there. So let's have a look. They're already on CoinGecko, so we can see EVERPRINTER. ePrint is the code for that. You can go to the website, which is everprinter.finance, and they are on the Binance network. At the moment, we've got the price, but we don't really have any of the market cap and circulating supply here at the moment. They do have the trading volume, 148,000, and they have I think it's 100 billion on the total there at the moment. So at the moment, if we scroll down, you can see that all the volume is done on PancakeSwap. So essentially, let's have a quick look at the chart. So this is what it's done so far. So from the time that we started here, it opened up at this point here, around about the this level, which is, as you can see, about 61038. So roughly around at about this price. It did have a nice pump in this first hour, but you would have been lucky to get into that. And since then, it hasn't really done anything, except up to the last 24 hours. At this point here, it's actually dumped considerably. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. But it hasn't sort of, other than this first spike, which can be done by bots, it hasn't really done anything, and it's only lasted, I would say, probably about two days here before it's actually started to dump. There's been some massive selling from this one here. So if we have a look, there is 678 holders. We can see the market cap is small at 121,000. The liquidity is 131,000, and the volume's been 150,000. So what we want to know is, can you actually buy and sell this? Is it a honeypot? So it is actually buyable. If we have a look at the transactions, you can actually buy this. You've just got to have a higher slippage because they're charging 16%, otherwise it would fail. So as we've seen back on the website with the buy and sell, you just realize that it's 16%. So both when you buy and you sell, it's over 10%. So it is quite high, but you are getting paid 9% in USD rewards. Now the question is, can the holders, can they dump? So if we have a look at the holders at the moment, we can see we've got 678 holders here. And from the initial holders that got into the pre-sale, could they actually have dumped from here? And this appears to be, look what's actually happened. So if we have a look at whether or not it's sellable, as you can see, it's not a honeypot, so you can buy and sell. The buy and sell fees, currently when this analysis was done, it was less than 10%. It was actually 2 and 3%, but that has changed. It is higher than that. If we have a look at whether it's verified contract, yes, the contract's verified. There is other tokens like it, and the ownership has not been renounced, which means there can be some changes done. With the holder analysis, you can see that tokens burned has been 16%. The owner wallet contains less than 5%. In fact, it holds 0%. And all other holders less than 5%. So there's an X against that. That means that there's substantial holdings in another wallet, which we'll get to in a second. So they've got 163 BNB in Pancake Swap. 95% is either been burned or locked, and it's actually 99.49%. The 91.8% is locked up until 9th of May. And the owner creator wallet is less than 5%, it's actually 0%. So basically the biggest concern there is that one of the holders has more than 5% of it, and also the owner can actually modify the contract, but that does happen a lot. So if we have a look at that, look at the analytics here, we can see there has been some rugs with similar source code, and the main thing here is there is a non-contract, which means it's not in the Pancake Swap. There's actually a holder holding 24% of all the supply of the coins. So that is significant. That means that if that actual sells, then they will be able to dump. Now, what I can, if we have a look at the holders here, you can see that 53% is in the liquidity pool. This is where the other 200 billion of ePrint is, and currently is not locked. So if this is one of the owners, which I would say it would be, they control quite a lot. Not sure what they're doing with that. Normally they would lock that up if they weren't using it, but it's not locked at this stage. 20% burned, and this is another address. It could be either from a pre-sale, or it could be one of the owner's addresses, which is around about 6%. So there is a large amount out there that, if sold, will deplete it. Now the pre-sale, this dump could easily be from the pre-sale. When anyone that's got into the pre-sale and then decided to get out, we've seen actual decrease in the value of that. So if we have a look at just how much it's went down, let's have a quick look. So if you got in here at the pre-sale, it's went down at least 75% you'd be down from the pre-sale listing there. So that's just what's happened so far, but at the moment it doesn't appear like the devs have actually dumped, even though they hold wallets, high percentage that's controlled by them. They haven't actually sold any of it. So all this price action is, from my understanding, it is from the actual pre-sale, the actual holders that got into the pre-sale. So the other thing about this is try to get on to the Telegram. When you try and join Telegram, there is a problem joining Telegram with one of the bots, so you're unable to get into Telegram. And on their Twitter already, there is comments about whether or not they've rugged because of this massive drop in 75%. So don't know yet. Time will tell. If the website disappears and their profile of Twitter disappears, this is definitely a rug, which is a shame. So just wanted to let you guys know that if the main thing is, if you see something where you have like 24% of the holders just in one account, this can be a real concern, or even anything over 5%, because with such a small liquidity pool, this will drop the price considerably. So I just thought I would share those with you. And the as far as the pros of this project, what I do like about the project, it is based on some other projects we've seen before, where you can make passive income just by holding on to the token. So I've mentioned, I've done a few reviews before about different tokens like EVERPRINTER, and these ones actually pay out while you're holding the token, which is fantastic. You don't actually have to stake the token. You don't have to put it in liquidity pools and risk losing anything from impermanent loss. So yeah, it is pretty good, except that this one at the moment, they're not really very limited on what they talk about. Also, they're not communicating with anyone, from what I can see from Telegram and Twitter. So it's possible that this project might be dead. So you just want to make sure before you get into any of these projects, you might want to leave them at least a few days. And if they do dump, that will happen, as you can see on the chart. You can go from there. So that's basically the review of this particular token today, which is EVERPRINTER. So I would probably stay clear of this one until maybe they communicate through Twitter and Telegram and start delivering on what they were talking about, but they don't even actually have a roadmap. So just be wary of tokens like this and projects. Just need to do your own research and go from there. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you would like to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button as well and the bell notification. Thanks very much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.